Ah!
I just wanna fly. Where you want so high. We bring you all the classic hits from the 90s here on WBPL, sung in the worst way possible by yours truly, Krispy. Welcome again to our Tuesday stream. I'm here with Storm and Andy. Say
Oh.
hi. Yes, we are
There is
back.
a sense of terror that exists within our hearts. It is
Yeah,
We
we
are a
being
testament.
creative.
yes
We are a
and
monument to your cringe.
and now I've been inspired by what Storm has named the title of the stream to draw something horrible. So I'm going to start with that because I feel like doodling today. I don't know about you guys.
I'm helping.
Just one of those
Oh.
days.
Donates 12,000 goob to the Reckless Coloring Adventures Challenge.
Hell yeah. Awesome stuff. So I don't know about you guys, but we got some snow last night, and
Oh.
yeah, it's been fun. I like snow. I hate having to drive and shovel it, driving it and shovel it, but I like snow.
Yeah. Winter areas are some of my favorites in video games. One of my personal favorites is the Icicle Inn area in Final Fantasy VII.
The Iceman cometh. Yeah.
The Iceman cometh.
I've never played it myself, but that one trailer for World of Warcraft with the Lich King, where he's like in the frozen landscape.
Oh, Wrath of the
Something
Lich
about
King.
something
That is
about
an
that
amazing
scene.
trailer.
Oh yeah, I love that trailer in part because that environment looks so cool.
Well, everything about it just fits together perfectly. Like, I could get like super fucking, like down in the weeds about it, but like the entire theming of like it's winter or it's a frozen hellscape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
His heart is a frozen hellscape. He is about to bring a frozen hellscape to everyone else.
You're a frozen hellscape.
And frozen in that hellscape is the memories of the things his father sent him. Like it's art unto itself. Like
That is
I
probably
could
true.
do without the game, but some of those trailers are just amazing.
Well,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the thing is like, at least back in the day, Blizzard knew how to make good trailers. Like, I remember when I first saw the trailer for StarCraft 2, that was sick.
Hell, it's about time.
StarCraft
You know-
still holds up. I need to get back into playing the campaigns.
I went on a short bender on looking up War of the World stuff because people are making games based off War of the Worlds. Where I saw a clip of you're playing as one of the tripods and you're just blowing shit up.
Yeah, there's that game. That game's been in development for a while, I think.
And there was one where there's a Minecraft mod, but I was looking at I remember the Thunder Child. I think in the book at least, the Thunder Child was like one of the ships, a dreadnought, I think.
It was something. I've never read the
I
book
don't
myself.
know the entire story. I thought it lost, but apparently it might have taken down a few of the war machines. Which,
I
if
could've
that's
sworn
true,
what
that's
happened.
badass.
I mean, if you fire a big enough bullet at those things, I can't imagine it's not going to go through the shield.
Well, yeah.
I mean, even if the shield deflects it, who knows about the concussive force that travels through the whole thing? It probably turns everything inside those machines into paste.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jesus Freak 93 tells us got a light dusting of snow here, enough to freak the schools out. So I got to work from home while keeping the kiddos occupied.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
But-
My wife was home all day. She took a snow day.
I was
Which
thinking
sounds
an idea of what would the Thunder Child look like if they rebuilt it as a mech? After the
well,
whole.
I don't know if I'd say necessarily a mech. I would say it'd just be more of like they just up gun it with alien tech. Also,
Well, they turn into a fighting machine, basically, a machine that. Because
Actually-
there's some stories where there's a counterattack, and we go to Mars to go like get revenge.
Well, I was gonna say, I think there's a story where that actually happens. It's an animated series that I think was actually done in
Yeah,
Singapore or something. But yeah, it's like basically they used all the tech to kind of create like a diesel punk technology of mechs and stuff for when the tripods come back. And it's
there's an
like
interesting like
1900s and stuff.
BBC. There's an interesting BBC fake documentary about like
Oh yeah, I
it
saw that.
and the thing they were going on was like they found out that the aliens might have been being controlled by the tech that they got from a previous civilization, and like they think that there's some kind of cyclical nature where like the technology causes like some race finds the technology, the race uses it, they decide we're going to go invade these species. They tend to get their ass kicked, but the other species they invaded finds the technology and it like infects them somehow. And they're finding out like, oh, humans are now being infected by the
Yeah,
technology.
yeah, I remember watching that. I mean,
That's an interesting concept.
it is, you know,
Bully Snake says,
all the,
crispity, crunchity, cringe.
I'm not gonna say what I had in response to that because it's probably not appropriate.
Yep.
Oh, you have no realization what true cringe is. Oh,
Basara says, didn't the Thunderchild melt?
oh,
um,
I'm sure it lost, but
It would
I
have to
think it was
be salvaged for new material, likely.
yeah, probably.
I just think that it was one of the few things we had that actually stood a chance, or at least put up some sort of a fight.
I do like the Tom Cruise War of the Worlds movie where you the one scene where you just see all of like the U.S. Army engaging the tripods and shit. Just this big battle and there's like Apaches and stuff flying through and just they're hitting it with everything they got, but they still can't take the tripods down.
Yeah, it's because they have. Uh, well, it literally is because they have that one thing that you hate the most.
Shields, yes. Well,
Yeah.
I don't hate shields, and I don't just as much as I don't hate lasers. I hate how when it's overused to a point where it's just silly. You know.
Well, the idea was like they're so technical, and we got to remember in the original story, this happens in like Napoleonic age.
Well,
Like,
that's the thing. It's like when it comes to something like War of the Worlds, I don't have a problem with that because it's like, yeah, an advanced alien species that's capable of building war machines that can vaporize people. I could definitely see them creating energy shields.
Bully Snake
And
says, oh, sorry.
oh, I was just gonna say it just kind of ties into the whole thing where it turns out they get defeated by germs. You know.
Bully Snake says the description of that reminds them of Dead Space. Basara says, look for the War of the Worlds musical drama album that was done by one of the members of the Moody Blues. I think I've
yeah,
heard that.
there's some musicals, and the one I was thinking about, there's one dedicated to the Thunderchild.
I could see that. Oh
But
god. I
the
didn't
old
realize
one
how
I
massive
watched,
cables this is gonna be.
the original one I watched from like the 50s or so,
Ah, yes.
they
That one.
dropped some nuclear bombs on them because that was the last thing, and it did nothing. Like that was the ultimate like, oh shit, there actually is nothing we could do against these things.
Yeah, and now that you say that, it just makes me realize how much Independence Day probably took from War of the Worlds.
Yeah,
They just
yeah,
changed the virus thing to a computer virus. God damn it.
Like that's a known thing. The director said it was his version of War of the Worlds. He just didn't call it that.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know if that was just. Because there's a thing about, like. So, James Cameron, when he. Okay, James Cameron basically stole the ideas for Terminator and Alien. Um, well, I don't want to say necessarily stole. Well, kind of, because at least with Terminator and Alien, they're both based off of short stories. The Alien one, you know, it's more inspired, but the Terminator story was so close to the short story that I forget which author wrote it or what the name of the story was, but they basically sued and made it so they had to include in the credits that it was inspired by his story.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
which,
Rim, Rimward Herald, local Latin expert, says madness, madness and nachos. Also, Mars Attacks makes a fun drinking game.
ack, ack, ack. Oh, that's a good movie to drink to, is Mars Attacks, because, yeah.
There's a tabletop of All Quiet on the Martian Front, which is supposed to be, the Martian army of, but I don't know. To me, it's like that's almost pointless because you're not supposed to be able to win against the Martian threat. Like the only thing that kills them is their own hubris and ignorance. Like
Well,
because they decide they don't take into account like our uh,
I,
bacteria and shit.
I mean, if we're going off of the story, but I do like the idea of a game like that where it's like World War One and you're fighting against these alien invaders.
Oh yeah, I can see the appeal of that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you know, very XCOM like.
One of my favorite ideas in sci-fi is like the aliens show up and it says they're hurling metal slugs at us with chemical explosives.
Oh yeah, just like I love the human fuck yeah stuff where it's like, oh my god, these creatures are insane. They're shooting us with metal bullets. They're setting us on fire.
I like the one like the apparently like force fields don't stop. Like force fields are made for anti-lasers, and nobody like everybody uses lasers, and then when they go to Earth, it's like we don't have lasers, we have slugs, and it goes right through the.
Yeah.
And because they have the force field, they don't really have to like heavily armor their holes and all that, so it just rips right through them. They're like, oh shit.
And people are just going wild on that goob drive.
Yeah, I was gonna say most of chat's that right now, which is wild.
And a lot of sci-fi movies, like high frequency sound is what kills them. It's like, wee, wee. They're like, oh, my head is exploding.
There's a there's a what do you call it? A humanity fuck yeah story that I came to really appreciate. The entire shtick is that basically humans they get elevated up to like the galactic group of whateverness, like the Alliance or whatever. And it's because of two things. One, they find our artwork interesting. Two, we are one of the most vicious creatures they've ever met. And they're fighting against an equally vicious race. So they were like, you soldier for us and we'll give you stuff. And we're like, hell yeah. And so in the story though, there's this misconception that every human is just unbelievably dangerous, that we're like an entire race of killing machines. And so this emissary ends up adopting a bodyguard, or not adopting, but hiring a bodyguard. And the guy's like, so what kind of job is this? He's like, well, you're my bodyguard. I'm going on a diplomatic mission. But I'm not qualified to be a bodyguard. What makes you think I am? Well, I read that you're a kindergarten teacher, which means you handle younger humans. That has to be one of the most dangerous jobs on your planet, isn't it? Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm going with the alien on this one.
Yeah, and so then the guy ends up mostly just through bluff and intimidation, convincing people that he is a bodyguard and he should be treated as such, and people should be scared of him. Ends up using basically like kindergarten reasoning skills to get the politicians to talk to each other.
Amazing.
Now, it wasn't nice of you to shoot the missiles at Urloc's planet, was it? No, it wasn't. So you're going to apologize to Urlock, aren't you? Yes.
I just want to read the story where it's a bunch of aliens crashing in like a Louisiana swamp, and it's crawdad time.
Oh God.
Look, you know that someone would like try to deep fry a grave if they found a dead one.
Yeah, there is a story in SCP that it got a little too like Lovecraftian, so I myself would scale back from this. But one I really want to see, and maybe a story like this exists, but our first contact with aliens isn't like we come here to, spread our technology, or we come here to conquer you, or something like that. It's aliens appear and approach our government and are like, we are currently, or we are the authority, or the appropriately invested constabulary authority of our planet. We are seeking a renegade or escaped convict, and we believe he's hiding on your planet.
Ah, yes. Men in Black.
So I mean, that's a way to go with it. But in this case, it's just like our first contact with aliens is like basically one of their SWAT teams.
We get swatted by aliens.
Well, and basically it becomes like humans deciding whether or not they're going to work with this, basically figuring out an extradition treaty on the fly.
Oh, that's gonna be such a pain in the ass.
And, the aliens realizing we're still at a level of development where we have different nations on the planet and things like that. Loken says that every kindergarten teacher has been bitten by at least one small child.
Yeah, I believe that. That seems very, very possible. Hopefully they're up to date on their rabies shots. It does remind me of this one movie my wife and I watched. I forget the name of it, but it basically involves like an elementary school girl like eating like a contaminated chicken nugget that turns her into a zombie, and then like it turns like the entire school. So it's like a bunch of the faculty, basically fighting a bunch of zombie children.
The funny thing is the number of, and this is a big thing in anime too, but the number of horror-based things I've seen that are from the perspective of a teacher make me think that a lot of teachers are working out their personal issues.
I can definitely see that.
There's that one that I really like called A Terrified Teacher at a School for Ghouls. And the entire shtick, of course, is he finds out that he's accidentally been hired by a school for monsters. And he's
I believe
just
there's a Scooby-Doo
human.
movie in this same vein.
Yeah, and so,
I was gonna say
so basically it's just like, being a teacher myself now, I'm like, oh, this is a metaphor for not knowing who you're, trying to teach, because they could be good people or bad people or secretly scary. If you're a nervous Nelly like me.
Alright, sorry, I had to get up for a second. I wanted to open my window. I'm actually rather warm.
I'll be right back. I have to go potty like a big boy.
I did not think you were going to say big boy. I thought you were going to say something else.
Mommy, wow!
Mama! Ma, where's the meatloaf?
Mr. Meatloaf! Oh boy! Do you see me inside my spaceship? It is I, ChatGPT, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I may or may not have looked at the Moonanites for this, so...
I'm flipping you off as hard as you can if you can't see it.
Hold on, I need to add that in as like a robotic arm. Oh shit! I done dragged my tab places, I don't want it. Oh god, it's even worse!
From the money!
Hold on. I know there's a way to fix this. I don't remember what the button is. Son of a bitch. Wait. Reset to default. There we go. Hey! I figured it out.
We had to develop a therapist AI to help the other AI deal with their issues that they develop with dealing with human emotions.
I do want to see a therapist AI and just the shit they gotta deal with.
Yeah, but the idea is like it's a therapist but for AI, because it's like, oh god, this human you wanted to know how long it would take to put a human leg in a toaster oven. Oh,
Is it the AI for Jeffrey Dahmer?
probably.
I don't think he put legs in toaster ovens, but he did other fun things that I'm not going to mention on stream. If you know, you know. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna do... Yeah. Oh god, what? Whoa, that's kind of fun. Hadouken.
So you know how there's like Mother Brain and shit like that?
Yeah,
Like imagine like Brother Brain or something like that. It just teases you or like bothers you.
I can
I'm
see
going.
that.
I'm going to give you a wet willy, noogie, noogie,
I
noogie.
I will give you a wedgie.
I have come to pull your pants over your heads. La how, la how, la how.
Lamau XD.
Get bent, loser. So, speaking of, horrifying and existentially dread-inducing stories, have you read, I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream?
I have not, no.
Yeah, that's up there.
You know what I do want to read is Stravatsky's Roadside Picnic.
I don't know what
That's one
that's about.
It is the inspiration for Stalker, basically.
Stalker the
that
video
that
game?
that and also a Soviet movie are the inspiration for the game. But yeah, they basically the idea of Roadside Picnic is these aliens visit our world, and it's equivalent to like imagine a bunch of humans stopping on the side of the road for a picnic, leaving a bunch of garbage behind, and then the animals coming out and wondering what the fuck all of it is and what it
Okay,
does.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought Stalker was just like another version of Metro.
I mean, kinda. The game itself is.
It's like, oh, Chernobyl melted down, and now there's weird shit going on. Woo! Theremin sounds.
I mean, the plot itself is probably more like that, but it's also like the idea of a zone where people infiltrate, like, to loot stuff of value. That's very much Stalker, like the movie, and also there's a little bit of that in the book as well. So like, there's a lot of anomalous shit in there, but it's like really crazy shit.
I kind of wish I had escaped from Tarkov, and
No, you don't. Every person I've heard talk about Tarkov, it's like having a gambling addiction. It's just like,
okay,
don't do it.
I'm sorry. Jesus.
No, like, if you don't believe me, go ask Techie or any of the other people that played Tarkov, because every time I hear them talk about Tarkov, it's never good.
And
Okay,
no one
I'm
plays
sorry.
Tarkov because they want to.
Are you sure it's a want, or is it an addiction?
I could
I
quit
said no
playing
one plays
Tarkov
it.
whenever I want. uh,
Remember, folks, stay hydrated.
I don't know. I was
Yes.
interested in that Forever Winter game, but now I'm kind of like, it's probably all the same.
It's an interesting looking game. I just don't want to get into it because I don't want to play a game that bleak. For lack of a, I
Yeah.
mean, to just be frank about it, I really don't. I think it's an interesting premise. I think everything behind it's interesting. Like, I love how a lot of those guys are basically industry veterans coming together to make a game that they want to make. That's for that, like, is fun. But at the same time, I don't need that kind of negativity. And
You know,
that's
I'm
just a
kind
me
of
thing.
imagine like going to sell your games. It's like, oh yeah, we've got like man-made machines that harvest human people to turn them into basic resources, and the people are like, yeah, we've kind of seen this before. You have anything? I don't know. Happy and Day Glow. It's like, yeah, the whole grimdark thing. It's kind of played its way out.
I I mean, honestly, I think it is getting to that point. I've seen a lot of more of like the sort of hopium, hope pill. I don't know what you want to fucking call it. Just a bunch more memes of that. Basically, just people are like, I could definitely see people are starting to get sick of the negativity of parts of the internet.
There was
And
a
to be
game
honest,
called
I'm in that crowd.
there was a game called We Happy Few, and I watched a YouTuber Jesse Cox play through it, but I don't think he ever finished it. And
Well, that's
I think I
different.
have an idea of how it ends, but I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, that's more of just like people just, that's a dystopian sort of setting. I'm just more talking about the fact that, or maybe not the fact. Either way, I just feel like that a lot of people on the internet are just kind of sick of all the doomer mentality, and glad to see people going against that because I'm sick of the doomer shit. I've seen way too much of that, and it doesn't really do anything to change the situation. It just makes everyone miserable. So,
Indeed. One
I
of the
know, and
things, one of the things that I think people are starting to get keen to is that story is conflict oriented,
yes,
but a conflict is generally kind of defined as having a beginning, a middle, and an ending.
yes,
And a lot of times now, it's just we have worlds where the conflict doesn't end.
yeah. Or they get way too. They try to force existentialism, nihilism shit down your throat. Rick
Yeah.
and Morty, it being a great example of that.
Well, I don't understand. Like, oh god, I'm probably gonna get a bunch of hate for this, but I can't understand reading like Berserk.
So Berserk, okay, so I'm going to say two things about Berserk being the resident Berserk fan. It's not for everyone. Like, I'm not one of
Yeah,
those people that says you should watch Berserk or read Berserk. I love it. I enjoy it. It is not for everyone. A.
I will say from the
B.
bits that I know about the series, yeah, it's I can agree with that sentiment.
B. Berserk doesn't walk into the room and say, I'm right, you should listen to me. Berserk says, here are two characters who are examinations of what Nietzsche said.
Oh god, fucking Nietzsche.
Now, do we think that these are lives that are worth living? Parentheses, the answer is kind of no.
You
Um,
know,
so so what I'm saying is Berserk is what it is because it fits itself squarely into the realm of tragedy. The problem with something like, say, Game of Thrones is it's not calling itself a tragedy. It's calling itself, this is how life really is.
yeah, it's
Deal with it.
yeah,
So
it's.
I would
And
count
I hate
Berserk
that shit.
I would count Berserk in a different territory, but again, not for everyone. It is meant to be a downer.
Yeah,
But
I
the kind
mean,
of downer that if you understand it, you're also supposed to say, but I will, stare fate in the face and tell it to go fuck itself before I die.
that's that I'm fine with. It's just more the people where it's just like, oh, life is pointless bullshit. It's like, why even fucking bother about it? And things like, fuck you, dude.
Mhm.
We're
Why
here.
is
We have
Crispy crying
agency.
and
Figure.
ass whacker?
You know, I was missing the meetup, and I just thought about that wonderful morning we had in the kitchen where Andy spiked a glass into the floor and scared the fuck out of me.
Got your juices flowing, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Well, it got me like a deer in the headlights.
You know what? It's instances like that that causes people to like create like stories and all that. Like in Attack on Titan, how like a drunk guy got him inspired to that. So I don't know. Maybe you could
I
start a
mean, I
story
could,
like
yeah.
Well, it's one of the another example of, again, I think of it as a tragedy, and I think it's actually pretty decent. Unfortunately, got really overrated and oversold, but Evangelion has a really good example of that, where uh, the main character listens to the same song over and over again for several days in a row, and it's supposed to be kind of a sign of depression. But just
Oh,
keeps
see.
playing the same song on repeat. And it turns
Oh.
out that the author based that on actually working with Hayao Miyazaki, because Miyazaki would do that.
Miyazaki seems like a very depressed person.
Oh
In that
god,
so.
he is
respect.
cynical as fuck. I have to wonder how such beautiful worlds come out of that man's
You know
soul.
what I think it is? And I'm just going to say this just because there's times where I can definitely feel like I'm very much in a hole in that regard. That's just something I struggle with. But I think part of it is wanting to envision a world that's better than the one you know.
Oh, it is. It's like comedians are some of the saddest people you will ever meet. I don't mean
Yes,
that in a mean way, but
absolutely.
like they
I think
become
Robin
comedians
Williams said
because they're
something like that.
He
yeah.
did,
I
and well,
think I'm quoting him basically
yeah.
because
I
they're
think he
trying
said
to
something along the
look at
lines of like, "We
yeah.
work so hard to make others laugh because we're so sad."
I forget the name of the song, but it's "I Want to Be Adored." Actually, I think that is the name of the song. But anyway, it's like that. You know, it's just like I think that's true of a lot of artists. You know, it's you want people to like you. You want people to like what you do. You know, you want people
But
to
I'm a
appreciate what you do.
queen. I'm a weirdo. The hell am I doing here?
You
wait,
know,
wait, I gotta say that's droopy. When I don't belong
there
here.
we go. There it is. But you know, I think that that's a lot of artists. They at the very least, artists and creatives, they at least want people to appreciate what they do. You know, the issues come when ego and just other stuff can get in the way. And I'm by no means saying I'm perfect in that regard. I deal with my own shit, but it's just that's just my 2 cents on the thoughts of it. Just for
There's
my
that
own bit.
song that Kermit the Frog sings. It's like, "Look at me, da da dee, la da da dee." I wonder how that would sound if it was like slowed down to be like a sad song, like "Look at me, won't you please."
I'm sure there's something out there for that. Honestly,
Yeah.
Someone
the internet's
said like people who are going through like who are well off like reading tragedies, and people who are like in tragic states like to listen to like hopeful stories.
I mean,
Um,
that's absolutely I can see that.
well, and we can even chart that against like, and that's not just stories; it's art in general. If you look at, say, the 1940s, because something happened in the 1940s, I don't know what, but that's when like swing and big band jazz were like at the top of their game. Whereas then, like, imagine living in the United States in the early 90s, and for some reason, grunge and goth and such are the fad du jour.
In Warhammer. Oh,
Well, I just
the
think of
first
I just
millennium.
think of I just think of corn. What is it?
Yeah.
I think it's falling away from me. It's like beating me down, beating me down. Just
Yep.
like or Linkin Park. I mean, I listen to both of those, so
Yep.
I'm gonna try
Also, if
something
you guys
here.
hear an errant sound in the background, I was tired of pressing my push to talk button, and it seems like the microphone's directional enough to mostly ignore the music I'm working on.
Cool, cool. I'm
What
going
if
to.
Bob was one of us? Just a slob like one of us.
Was he not?
No.
Hmm.
Yeah, like, for example, a lot of people, uh, like, if you look at, say, J.R. Tolkien's work, uh, Tolkien was on some level bemoaning the disappearance of the kind of rural shire sort of living in England as England grew more and more industrial. And, the stark difference between, like, the, green grass and forests of his childhood with the brown and bloody mess that was the trenches of World War.
Which he was a veteran of, so that definitely played a lot into his portrayals of things like Mordor. You know.
And that, he was a devout Catholic in a nation of Anglicans, so he always felt a little out of place, but not so much that he didn't feel like he was part of it.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so his father died when he was very young, and a Catholic priest basically supported their mother and him and his brother. Like, him and his brother are basically the basis for the characters of Merry and Pippin.
I could see that.
With Merry, it's sort of inferred that Merry is definitely Tolkien's self-insert.
I think it's interesting that he made his insert not the main character. Not to say that's a bad thing or a good thing. It's just interesting, you know.
Yeah, yeah, and
I think there's plenty of ways to have a self-insert of yourself in a story, but keep it in a way where it's not a Mary Sue.
yeah, and it basically kind of came down to, as a child he was a prankster, and as an adult he was much more. We'll call it. Tolkien was a strange kind of dignified because as a child, like that prankish side of him didn't leave. even when he became, a Cambridge scholar, because like at the opening of his class on medieval literature, apparently every year, like students that he would tell his students, don't tell the ones from next year what's going to happen, and he would just kick in the door, come in, and start loudly reciting Beowulf in Old Norse, or not Norse.
Oh man, if you were one like I was in some of my classes in college where you just got tired and fell asleep, that would not be fun.
And so, like, and the goal was twofold. He wanted to see who would actually be into it and drive away anybody who wasn't.
I can respect that, honestly.
Like, Tolkien was...
You guys
quite
need to watch that video. It's the walk video.
The
where,
walk. Is that like going to the store, or?
No, it's Tolkien explaining his story, and it's like, he's like, they find a ring, and then they walk, more walking, walk, find the spooky man, walk, hide, walk.
Is this actually like Tolkien, or is that like an AI video?
No, well, it's Tolkien. Well, it's not AI. It's like someone animated it, and I'll link it to you. But it's hilarious.
Oh well, if it's a shit post, that's different. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, one of the points is someone says, "What if they fly like an eagle?" And he says, "Now
Hey,
walk
Leon.
if I tell them to. Get that weak ass eagle shit out of here."
Let's see. Helion says, "What's all this then?"
Oh, I decided I was going to draw the mech I've been working on for my Legends of
He's
Slam
drawing the Thunder Child.
setting.
And,
Actually, I'm calling this the Sledgehead.
Yeah, and Wacker reminds me that there is actually another instance, perhaps even a more important one, of Tolkien self-insert. That was in the Silmarillion, which were
I
the
also
characters
just had a
of Beren and
horrible
Luthien.
thought in regards to self-insert, but I'm not going to get into it.
That's fair.
Def-
But were
it's
the characters
completely
of Beren
unrelated
and
and
Luthien.
bad.
Yeah, but we're the characters of Beren and Luthien, and they even apparently marked that on him and his wife's headstone.
Ah.
Which is one of those, like, lay forbidden romance because thou art an elf and I am but a man.
I'm Catholic and you're a Protestant.
Parentheses, we did the dirty, and now there's a line of half-elves, and there's a reason that we aren't going to talk about the fact that Elrond is technically Aragorn's great uncle, which makes Arwen his cousin.
You know, you said Elrond, and I just thought of L. Ron Hubbard, and I wish I didn't, because fuck L. Ron Hubbard.
I mean, how many greats do you need before it's like, it's okay then?
Crispy.
What?
There are easier ways of telling me to go fuck myself.
You're not a Scientologist. Oh, never mind. I know what you're talking about.
Crispy sent me a message that will not be repeated.
Do not sue us. We do not have money.
Oh, yeah, no, you're not going to get much out of me other than a lot of
We also
slurs.
do not have flying 747s.
Ramshackle Salvage says, I wish I took German and had a teacher that barges in screaming in old German about the glories of King Sigismund.
See, the last time a German barged in talking about the glories of an ancient king, it led to some interesting things in the 1940s.
If it's Sigismund's from, if it's the same Sigismund from, the...
Kingdom
God
Come.
damn it. Yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'd be like, fuck that guy.
So, to be completely fair to the historical character, King Sigismund is, like all of them, complicated. And if you were on the other side from him, he was a pretty horrifying motherfucker.
Yeah.
That said, he had some good qualities too, but he's largely remembered in a villainous light because he was the enemy of particularly the Hussite movement. And since the Hussite movement was a people's revolution / kind of religious awakening sort of thing, kind of a proto-Protestant thing, it meant that he wasn't going to be remembered fondly by the people who got to write the history books. Not
Well, I guess that just...
Not that he didn't do stuff to deserve that, do not get me wrong, but he was not as cartoonishly evil as Kingdom Come makes him.
I guess that just begs the question, why you have to go make things so complicated?
Here's the funny thing. In Kingdom Come, I haven't played the second one, but in the first one, you see Sigismund like once.
Yeah,
And he doesn't even say anything. He just rolls his hands around to be like, okay, attack.
yeah. He is
Yeah,
he is
I
Sigismund. Like he
I can
is.
see the way he's acting like somebody else, and it gets me frustrated.
Wow, I just saw what you were doing. Fuck you, Crispy.
Hey man, life's
What?
like this. How many Avril Lavigne lyrics can I sneak into the fucking stream? Or as I like to call her, Avril Lavigne. I need to make a roleplay character named Avril
In the
Lavigne.
garden of Ela,
And
baby.
Avril Lavigne. Need to listen to that song. I mean, I was gonna say it's long, but I'm like, no. One of the songs I've been listening to this week has been a 15-minute long song. Side note: if you're into prog metal and you like the band Elder, their new EP is awesome. I've been listening to it this week. I got it this, and it's been fantastic. It's my kind of jam.
So, I
Also,
want
it's
to
got
share
some
with
killer
you all.
album art. Anyway, sorry,
I
continue.
want to share with you all the absolute terror that is working with my business partner.
I thought you were going to say working with Whacker. I'm like, why would you do that?
No, so, well, and I'll catch up on chat here in a second. My business partner the other day, he was like, "Oh yeah, I saw some sales on some plugins, so I set aside some money for that. So we're gonna get some of those for our music stuff." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. Just let me know when you've installed them." And I opened our plugins folder to find that the total number of plugins in the folder has expanded by a factor of 3.
Oh God,
And I'm like,
that's a
okay,
lot.
at least I remember the names of my other plugins, but this is like finding your garage tripled in power tools.
That's like me opening Clip Studio. I'm like, why are there so many brushes? Who added all these brushes?
Yep. It was Mr. Brushface. I will always blame him. Let's see.
I mean,
So,
if he knows some good links to some brushes I can use, that'd be pretty sweet. But that's
Marker
also
says Saint
valid.
Attila was one of my favorites.
Saint Attila the Hun.
I think he's referring to a Muzak.
Oh,
Rumored Herald says, also the fact that we are talking about the Hussite wars makes me smile. War wagons are rolling. Yes. Ramshackle says, so I was talking to Howells and Grimos and found out that there used to be an aux channel for us Auxlanders to stream with. Yes, so we very early on tried something called the Auxlandia Broadcast Service.
which is where all three of us got our start doing this.
Yes, and unfortunately, so the thing there we found was, and this was very much something we didn't mean to do. Like, it was very much a, oh, please notice us, senpai kind of thing. Like, you know, we wanted to impress the Legionnaires, because we weren't Legionnaires yet. And what we didn't realize is that on some level it was taking away views from WBPL 76, which we didn't want to do. So, eventually we started retiring it. The second lesson we learned from that whole thing is that if you hold up a microphone and say anyone is allowed, you get two kinds of people. There's people like us who are like, oh yeah, we want to just, you know, entertain folk and we want to bullshit on stream and do all that stuff, like what we're doing now.
Yeah.
And then there's the people that go on there and spew propaganda that should not have been relevant for the past 70 or 80 years. And so
I don't know that story. You're gonna have to
There-
tell me that later, but
yeah, and so there are some people that basically ended up getting kicked out either of the auxiliary
Yeah.
and thus the auxiliary broadcast service, or just out of the auxiliary broadcast service because of stuff they posted.
and then
And
later the
that's all
auxiliary
been
because it
done,
turns
and that's
out they
years
were
ago
just yeah.
Well, yeah, and that's all been and done these past years now. We shut
Yeah.
it down completely though when basically those of us that got recruited into the Legion, like, it left I think 2 or 3 people that were not Legionnaires that had also not been kicked out of the aux. So it was just like only 2 kinds of people joined the auxiliary broadcast service.
Yeah, and
Those
I
yeah.
yeah, all the ones that were left are probably people that we probably shouldn't have on stream.
Well, and there were 2 or 3 left that were, you know, decent
Well,
guys.
I mean, other than that, I mean, but it's also it's like It's like for all the reasons you said.
Yeah.
It is what
So
it is.
yeah, and I was very happy that Diggs gave us that chance to learn. Like, he could have stopped us. He could have said, "No, this is a terrible idea," but he let us try that, and we did the thing. And when we got into the Legion, like, there were a few of us that got gulped up immediately for WBPL 76. So me, Crispy here, Andy Wacker, Aiden had been one of our streamers for a while. Let's see, who else? Talon had been streaming with us, and he might stream on WBPL here soon, but he hasn't figured out a time slot. Super Chief was going to get started with us, but by that time we were at WBPL, so we threw him in there. But yeah, like, so that was a thing.
I'm having a hard time figuring out this one leg's perspective. But
I will say it also gave me a huge appreciation for what the fuck Diggs does around here, because, like,
yeah,
Jesus Christ, hurting 30 or 40 people, trying to keep standards and practices a certain way, making sure content was getting uploaded, etc.
yeah, certainly gives you an idea for things.
Unfortunately, Ramshackle, the entire project is defunct now. That
Yeah,
said, if
it's
somebody is interested in learning how to stream, I am perfectly happy to
Yes.
walk them through it. I can't guarantee, anything past that, but I could help them learn the things and the stuff.
yeah. If you want to try and do your own streams,
Don't let your streams be dreams.
Yeah.
you know, I don't want to make this sound like I'm bragging because I feel like I'm bragging just saying this, but it just hit me that I'm drawing this like out of my own head without any reference, freehand, at the moment.
Yay!
And I'm just like, when the fuck did I learn to do that?
It's almost like you are and I'm going to try to say this as delicately as possible, talented motherfucker.
I know, it's just...
Crispy is talented. Crispy is talented.
Rules,
La 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 la. Na 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 boo boo.
I need my angst. It fuels my work. No, it doesn't. Actually, what fuels my work is like seeing something cool and like I want to make that. Like literally, the whole reason I came up with Legends of Slam is because I was thinking about Megas XLR the one day at work. It was like, I'd like to have my own show like setting with giant robots fighting each other. That's kind of fun like that, and so I did.
Wagger says that you, me, and Andy should never be allowed to stream. And then let's see, something saying that too, and autistic. Oh,
I mean that the autism definitely does help.
Yeah, and Haleon seconds the autism statement, and Hippocampus adds more to the reckless coloring adventure challenge.
Nice. Yeah, I guess there is a bit of the spectrum that plays into it, but to be fair, I have been drawing since I was younger. But it just surprised me just now that I'm able to do something like that.
Oh yeah, like I had a moment earlier where I was like, "Hey, Beeple Studios lead people, what do you think of this song?" And I got a cavalcade of compliments that I wasn't ready for. Like I was waiting for critique. And like maybe take it in this direction or something. And then someone asked me like, how do you feel when you write stuff like this? And it actually caused me to stop and think for a moment, because I realized when I'm working on music, my mind kind of goes away.
You know what? No, go ahead.
I'm one of those people that I start conjuring it, and my brain just becomes part of the system.
Honestly, I'm the same way. Like with a lot of this stuff, I'll just throw on music or whatever just to get myself in the headspace, and then I'll just go, And I might have said this before in a stream. That to me is like the idea of magic. I don't mean in like the Harry Potter sense, more in like the ritual magic sense of just like, ritual and preparation and study, lead you to conjure things, and it kind of gets that way with art, at least in my opinion. But yeah, it is like that for me as well, and maybe for a number of artists. Like once you just get into like a headspace where you can create. I don't know if that's a spectrum thing or if that's just like being an artist kind of thing.
I mean, so spectrum is a loaded term.
It's also not a great
We are
cable
wired.
surface from what I hear. Anyway, continue.
We are wired differently, and all of us are wired in accordance with what our brains are built to do. I think artists. I can't say I know exactly what evolutionary niche we fill. I can tell you why I believe we were created this way, but if I'm just going from the secular evolutionary aspect, I would say it's we accidentally recognize things that you aren't going to recognize scientifically, but you're going to recognize them intuitively. And we put them into a form of communication that is outside of parallel to or above language. And so I think that's we
I
have
can
to be
see
wired
that.
differently
I,
necessarily.
for me, I wonder if because I think a
So
lot about
Whacker
things
wanted
like the.
sorry, quick thing. Whacker wanted me to insult you, but then he said, "Never mind. It's all good, positive talk now. Continue."
Yeah. Oh yes, I see him talking shit. All right. Um, but I think about things like the collective unconscious a lot, and just the idea of maybe our subconscious or our brains are like tap into something that is there that we don't fully comprehend is there. And a lot of this is just my own personal thoughts, but I wonder if there's something to that when it comes to creativity and expression, just because it's like the way that people are able to channel things into art or music or what have you. It I don't know, it just gets interesting to me. It's something to think about. It's taking what's around you and channeling that into something that is a reflection of you know you, what you like, what you're feeling, just anything really. And I'll admit, I like drawing cartoons and stuff. I don't necessarily put the most emotional thought into things that I necessarily draw all the time. Sometimes I just draw stuff because it's fun, but at the same time, that's also motivation, I suppose. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking out loud here.
Yeah.
I have these many deep existential thoughts when I'm at work because I'm usually bored.
Such is the way.
Yup. I will say this is looking pretty good though. For me, just kind of just decided to doodle this on the spot. I'm very pleased with how it's going.
I'm drawing a picture of Whacker.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
You draw another picture of Whacker, and I am going to shave your back with a rusty tuna can lid so that I can use the skin like sheets of papyrus to write my divorce settlements on in blood!
Man, that's a mouthful. Also, I also got an idea for a way to draw Whacker then, but I don't know if I'm going to do that on stream
Storm,
yet or
have you
not.
had your bagel today?
Also, use some of the light blues for the mountainside there. No, I was quoting Patton Oswalt's impersonation of the painter William Alexander. So lots of loud German yelling.
The second angriest Austrian painter.
Bob
We'll be
Ross,
right back.
Bob Ross would talk to you like you needed a painting lesson. If you came away from William Alexander learning how to paint, that was incidental. I said, "Why was a bitch?" Rimward says, "Neat. I love that energy, Storm." Whacker's laughing his ass off, apparently.
I am back. What did I miss?
Oh, nothing. I was just explaining what I was quoting.
Ah. Oh, God. I just realized I didn't merge those two layers. I need to do that. Yeah, I am taking a bit of inspiration from a bunch of different mech sources for this. One of them being Armored Core. I don't know. I don't like when mechs kind of like skate around and stuff, which is ironic considering I like Gundam, and also because this has tank treads to glide around. But I guess it depends. I get picky with stuff. I don't know a better way to put
Like
it.
you.
I mean, I know what you mean, because there's a lot of stuff in my setting is stuff where I'm like, I hate how that's usually done, so I'm going to do it my own way.
Yeah, that's a good way to look about it. It's like, I don't like how they're doing that. I'm going to figure out my own way of doing it that I enjoy. It's like, I like the way they do it in Heavy Gear, where it's like they have tank treads or wheels in the base of the feet of the mech, and that's like a high speed mode, but they still, like, will walk and stuff. Because I guess that's kind of my big thing with it, is like, when you see mechs just glide around the entire time, it's kind of like, well, then why do they even need legs? I can understand having something like that as like a booster, but I don't know. It also did just remind me, I've been enjoying the game Phantom Brigade lately. That's been, because they just put out like a 2.0 version of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't they like update it or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I will say, I played it. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, remember it says that he sees some of the Heavy Gear in the design?
Oh yeah, I've been looking at that. Some Armored Core, probably some
I think
BattleTech
of Centurion, but that's probably just the arm piece.
I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking of the Centurion a little bit when I was done designing this, because I do love the look. Especially, I like the look of the video game version of the Centurion. The one from I guess Mech Warrior Online and Hairbrain BattleTech.
Basara says it reminds them of Miyatake's work, such as the Macross Destroids and in BattleTech the Warhammer Riflemen and Longbow.
Oh, is that the name of the artist that did those designs?
Miyatake. See?
Okay, cool. I never knew that there was like a specific artist behind a lot of those designs. Not that I'm complaining. I think that's pretty sweet. I want to look up his work now. But yeah, I mean, I think there's something to a lot of those designs that I really like, because originally I more knew them from Robotech, because that was my kind of introduction to things, and then later on I'm like, oh, these were in BattleTech, Because when I got into BattleTech, it was through MechAssault, and they really didn't have any of those sorts of unseen designs in there at the time, probably because of many of the legal issues with it at the time. Thank you, Harmon Gold, for being a pain in the ass. But yeah. Also, I just realized I don't have my preferred pen on. I've been drawing this entire time with a different pen. Oh well. Okay, just making sure I have the right layer because I have a tendency to fuck that up. Anyway. Now that I look at this, I do think there's a bit of front mission involved in here, even though I've never really played those, and I'm just kind of like, eh. I watched all the cutscenes the other night. It was just like, it started out interesting, and then it just turned into like Gundam 00, and I was like, why?
Chuckle says, so I have something to admit. Have voice blindness. I can't tell who's talking most of the time. Yeah. Whackers is ramshackle. I'm the opposite for the most part. Good with voices and names, but the brothers Halazakar and Parallax took me a year to get the difference between their voices.
I'm embarrassed to admit this, but it took me a very long time to realize they were brothers. Anyway, so currently it is me, Krispy, talking. Storm is the one usually answering chat stuff, and then Andy is usually the one saying unhinged to things or talking like Droopy Dog. At least that's the bare bones way of putting it.
Yep. Oh, right. There's a whole line of jokes I was sharing with Whacker here I can't talk about on stream.
I bet I know what some of those are, because you send them to me and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Did they involve turtles?
No, but I'm concerned about what that could be.
Okay, anyways. Whacker says, I'm making taquitos, BRB.
Oh, sweet. I actually could go for some taquitos. I made tacos the other night. They were pretty good.
Basara says he doesn't know their condition, but Miyatake lost his wife and home in a house fire a couple years ago and was hurt. Fans were having a GoFundMe for him.
Oh, that was him? Oh, that's terrible. Because I remember hearing about that. There was Or no, actually, I'm thinking of a different artist. The one that there was one in the I think it was either the Hawaiian or the Los Angeles. I think it was the LA fires that like a lot of their stuff got lost in a fire. I mean, either way, it's awful, but
Yeah.
I don't know my Japanese artists too well. I know some of them at least like by their work, but I'm also not like the most versed in a lot of art. Well, no, actually, I take that back because I took some art history stuff in school, but when you get into like specifics, because especially once you get into like a lot of art history where it's just there's so much shit. But I do like my sci-fi artist, so I'll definitely have to look that guy up. It's like I have two of my favorite artists, sci-fi artists. I have books of their artwork on my shelf, and that's John Harris and Sid Mead. Sid Mead especially is pretty awesome, but John Harris, I love his work and just how he's able to just capture just scale and a void and just like just look up John Harris's work and you'll see what I mean. But he does this very like ethereal spaceship work that I love so much. And I'll bet you've probably seen his work if you've read various sci-fi books from the 70s and 80s because that's what a lot of his work was on.
You said John Harris, right?
Yes. There's also John Beckley. He's another fun one too. I guarantee you've probably seen his work.
Yep. Looking up some of his paintings right now. That shit is like one of my favorite art styles.
Yeah, just the
sci-fi, that sort of abstract.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love it a lot. Just because that's the thing for me that I love about sci-fi art is a lot of it just really like just pushing the boundaries of things. Not necessarily just in subject matter, but also just in style and everything.
Yeah. There is something about that art style that I think is missing from a lot of modern sci-fi, where there's still a fabulousness to it. And I mean, when I say fabulous, I mean in the sense of it's like a fable. It is.
No, yeah, it's like
There's something sublime about it.
yeah, a lot
Krispy.
of 70s and 80s sci-fi art really had that to it. What's up, Andy?
Crispy.
Yes, Andy.
I got a picture for you.
Oh boy,
my god.
I can't wait to see it.
What did he
Oh
do?
my god, that's fantastic! Hold on, I have to post this. I hope Whacker's watching chat.
I hope he is too.
It's marvelous. It's
I'm
oh
a
my god.
monument to your sins and shit, man.
Oh, is that Whacker?
Oh, there he is. It's the
It's
grave
the wackest
mine.
of-
Hi, Whacker.
Hi, Whacker.
You mess with the whack, you get the man.
There you go.
You summoned him.
Ralphie
You've
says
summoned him.
goob for Ralphie says goob for Lady Red's goob hole.
Andrew, why?
Because you're
Whacker.
a monument of our, you're a
Whacker,
monument of our
you-
sins and shit.
You look at
man.
everyone in this fucking stream right now, and you know the answer to that question.
Hold on,
Oh,
I
Diggs, we will commit such sins in your name.
gotta send it to Diggs because apparently he loves it when I do this shit.
I honestly, I love your style of like. What do you use for it? Do you use MS Paint?
Paint.net.
I love like your style of it. It's just got like such an Adult Swim feel to it. I love it.
How dare you? Joking.
Andrew,
Oh, I mean that in the biggest way. What?
I am very displeased with all of you right now.
Just
Oh,
right now.
no.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I've been displeased the whole stream, but you know.
I was gonna say it's a regular
Whacker.
Tuesday, Whacker.
We were playing Shop together the other day, Supermarket together. And we gave Tim the express duty of taking the broom to anybody who paid with cash, was bald, wearing plaid, and various. Well, to the point, it got to he just goes running around the store hitting people with brooms. But that's besides the point.
That just sounds like Tim.
That
It
sounds
was
like Tim.
menacing and delightful.
He had
Menace Tim
like
Society.
he had like Doom Marine speed. He was just zipping around. It was scary.
Well, they at birth they give an infant a controller and a boot up Doom, and if they can beat the first level, then they're like
I am a
part
testament
of
to your
society.
sins.
Crispy,
Yeah,
why are you allowed to just get on the internet and yell at everyone in the world?
because I was left unsupervised as a child on the internet, and the things that I've seen.
Crispy.
I've
Welcome
seen
to
things.
the internet. We got such a show. La da dee
The
da da
internet
dee
is
da 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 dee da 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 da.
Crispy.
Whacker.
Crispy.
Whacker, what have you been up to? We haven't seen you in a
I was
while.
hanging out with my elderly parents.
Oh God, they're older than you. Is your father
Yeah.
Azonoth?
Azathoth, the blind idiot god who writhes to the vile pipes and the beating
Azathoth?
of blasphemous drums.
I'm not gonna say
He
your
would probably
mother
look
is.
at you and smile and say, "What?"
What?
Knowing you, Whacker, I could see that. I was just thinking today at work about how you met my parents, and I'm just like, I still can't believe that happened.
UNC
Oh.
Sunrise says, I am the great Goob Hoyo!
I was an absolute delight, and everybody loved me because of my magnetic, delightful personality.
I mean, the fact you brought
Magnetic-
the butter cake did not hurt things.
I mean,
Whacker, do bear in mind that magnetic could mean repulsive as well.
shut up, Storm.
Well, actually,
Did you get the picture of you in the turkey suit that I drew?
Yes,
Wait.
yes, I saw that, Andrew. God damn it!
I don't know if I saw that one.
Oh, I didn't send it to you. I gotta send it to you, Crispy.
Please send it to me. I wish to see this. Oh my god! I like how you took like the one like how I've drawn Whacker and just like evolved it into something even more cursed. Oh, it's so good. It's so fucking good.
I was sitting on the fucking couch, and I don't know what Mom was doing. Dad was watching football, and I got that, and I just burst out laughing. And my dad looks at me and goes, "What?" I said, "My friends are retards."
You
I was
know
kind of
what?
hoping you showed your parents like these are the pictures that my friends draw. of
No,
me."
I'm not showing them this.
Oh dear God, I cannot imagine showing my parents the stream.
Look, this is a picture of me as a baby filling my diaper.
and,
If they've
I-
seen
I
the things that I've drawn in this
I
stream,
don't remember what day it was, but Dad was channel flipping, and he comes across they're showing fucking Animal House.
oh, my dad's favorite movie.
And my dad was also a frat boy, just like old Crispy here. So he loves it, and he starts watching it and laughing his ass off. So I'm texting Crispy while I'm doing all this.
Oh, that's when you were texting me, you fucker.
Yeah, man.
so you just all remind me of there was a time where we were having one of our conversations. I can't even remember what all was said. It was some of our cursed shit, and this was not on stream. This was the deep lore kind of stuff.
Was this one of our movie nights where we just say unhinged shit?
It might have been, and I turn around and Number Cruncher (parentheses Papa Storm) is standing there right behind me with a look on his face of like, if you were 12, I would beat your ass, but since you are a grown man, that is also hilarious. Also, I wish you and your friends wouldn't swear so much.
I cannot imagine my mother hearing the conversations that I have with you guys, because it's like I tell my parents at least a little bit, where it's just like, yeah, I know I have this group of friends online that I hang out with and everything. I don't get specific with it because if I did, they would be upset.
Like, yeah, I asked Dad once if I've ever done anything truly beyond the pale. In his mind, he's like, no. You have to remember, Storm, your uncle, my brother, growing up, yeah, my brother is a Hell's Angel. There's nothing you've done that has
Oh,
been
like a
beyond the
literal
pale.
Hell's Angel. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
no, like, my uncle's a literal Hell's Angel. Like,
Crispy, I will
Yeah.
I will say this again and again. Your mom, Crispy, is an absolutely delightful lady, and she makes amazing fucking food.
Vulcan and Zykes.
No, my
man,
mother makes
we
incredible
fill
food.
the goop hole. Fill the goop hole!
Also, it's funny you bring up the Hell's Angels, Storm, because
That's what
this
Crispy
week,
can do.
this week, December 6th, is the anniversary of the Altamont concert.
Guess whose uncle was at the Altamont concert?
Guess whose birthday is on that day?
Aw, yeah.
Wait, your uncle was actually at
Yay.
Altamont? Oh, fuck, I want to hear that.
Yeah, like, he wasn't part of the actual moments that happened, but, like, he was part of the Hells Angels that were there.
Wild.
Yeah. So, like, that song, American Pie, actually, in a weird way...
Is that about Altamont?
So, American Pie is about, basically the history of rock and roll. Here, let me
That makes
read
sense.
this. Let me read
American
this.
Pie is kind of the sort of the death of.
Well, now that I think about it, I can see what you mean with that, Storm. But go ahead.
The guy
So,
who wrote
it's
it
the
started
first,
in
and there we were all in one place, a generation lost in space with no time left to start again. So Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack Flash jumped over a candlestick, cause fire is the devil's only friend. And as I watched him on the stage, my hands were clenched in fist of rage. No angel born in hell could break that Satan's spell. And as the flames leapt higher into the night to moonlight the sacrificial rite, I saw Satan laughing with delight the day that music died. He's talking about the fact that somebody was getting stabbed to death while he was singing the song Sympathy for the Devil.
So
Yeah. Wow.
yeah, but that song in general though is about that plane crash that killed Buddy Holly,
Yeah, Buddy Holly and
the Big Bopper, and
Yeah.
Was it Richie
And then when
Valens?
he says, at the end he's saying, like, I met a lady who sang the blues and asked her for some happy news, he's talking about Janis Joplin. Like, every part of that song is
oh.
the history of rock and roll.
Janis Joplin was that
Also-
woman did some of the most
also-
amazing music ever. Also, she was not terribly attractive, and apparently, who's the
Wow.
lead singer of the Doors?
Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison. Yeah, apparently Jim Morrison was just utterly infatuated with her, and she punched him like
That makes
multiple
sense.
times when he was trying to come on.
That also makes sense.
I-
Also, you're incorrect, Storm. Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper did not die in that plane crash. They were recruited into the Guild of Calamitous Intent.
Also, that was Whacker that said that, but yes.
Oh, well, okay, then that's the
Your
whacker.
stuff, please.
But he
Hey,
was
man.
correct, because Buddy Holly was... Yeah, that was a big moment for... Because that's what he's talking about when he says...
Listen, my alarm's going off for my taquitos.
Get your damn taquitos, boy.
I'm gonna go get
Taquitos.
my taquitos. BRB, goddammit.
But yeah, like, so yeah, the verse is basically him saying, like, how he became a musician because he was inspired by Buddy Holly, and then he read about Buddy Holly dying.
Ah.
The second verse is him the first time he's been cheated on, and remembers that, like, he's hearing, she's seeing her dancing with the other guy to what was one of his favorite songs until that moment. And verse 3 is referencing how, like, rock and roll and the hippie movement and stuff started getting bigger, and how it became, like, the defining element of culture. But you started seeing, like, violence showing up, like riots and stuff like that.
The Manson family.
And then, yeah, verse 4 is the Manson family and things like that. Verse 5 is the Altamont Speedway. And then verse 6 is him, or the bridge is him coming to terms with the fact that childhood innocence was gone.
Yeah.
And, like, the kind of naive, wide-eyedness of it all.
Yeah. I can understand that. Also, I'm drawing Whacker as a snowman just because it's December.
sensible, desirable even.
Nobody tell him when he gets back.
Ramshackle has a question for you, Crispo.
Yes, what is it, Ramshackle?
And UNC says Jim Morrison was an overrated Wankenstein.
Yeah, no, that's fair. If Jim Morrison had Ian Curtis's lyrics, he would be the best poet of the 20th century, but Jim Morrison was not a good poet.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm a poet. I didn't know
what-
it, but my feet
Let
did.
me
They're
see.
Longfellows.
What is your question? Oh, wait. Like, are you okay? So when you say Star Wars event, are you talking about like in the canon, or are you talking about like in real life Star Wars event? I guess would be my question there.
So I'll read the question out.
Overall,
What in your opinion was the one Star Wars the bit was basically wait, it was a prank. There are cameras.
I want to say it was the holiday special, but I have not seen the holiday special.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's what I sit back down to?
What?
What, the
You
snowman or the
haven't
Star Wars
seen the
holidays?
holiday special?
No,
I
I have
think
not seen the
Tex showed
holiday
it.
special.
Crispy,
Okay, hold on. We have another drinking night for ourselves here.
Yes, we do. Also, Whacker, are you really going to like shame me for not seeing the fucking holiday
I
special?
am
Yes.
going to shame you, and I'm
No,
gonna get
I'm with
him
Wacker
in-
on this one. I'm with you. You are not a man yet, Crispy.
Oh, what the fuck? Of all the things that you say, like, I could not have seen that I am being shamed for, it's the holiday special?
You might as well still be in diapers, young man. We are watching that together.
Yeah,
and
we
you
are.
going to.
I stopped calling myself a Star Wars fan when I saw The Last Jedi in theaters, and it fucking was awful.
Well, that's your fault for...
When I saw Mary Poppins in Face, that was my death of innocence, Storm.
Hey, Mary Poppins and it are the same thing, man.
All right. Okay, all right. At some point, we will drink heavily. We will force Crispy to watch the...
What are you guys doing this weekend?
We're gonna... I'm good.
I'm good for it either Saturday
We're
or
gonna
Sunday.
mute
Friday
both
night, I will
Crispy
be
and
watching.
Harriet because they are terrorists when it comes to watching movies.
This is true.
You
I'm
fucking
down- I'm-
know what you fucking know that is a
I'm not gonna deny the fact, because I know that I fucking talk through it like it's Mystery Science Theater, but I'm not as funny.
And so does Halion too, and I love every hair on both of your heads, but we're gonna mute your shit.
Every time my mic turns on, you're just gonna mute it.
Yes,
Sora
we have
says
to be
that
able.
the holiday special is far better than Star Wars than any of the sequels.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Grandpa Wookie, like he.
I did
Yeah.
Photoshop a Furby beak onto the Kid Wookiee, and that was my profile picture for a while. Actually, wait, I think I've still got that.
Apparently, neither Hamill nor God, what's her name? Fisher remembered a whole shit ton of that because Hamill was still recovering from surgery and was on all kinds of drugs, and Fisher was
On all sorts of
surgery or not
drugs.
usually on all
That-
kinds of drugs.
That really
So,
explains.
The
I
best
mean, did
part-
she have a coke nail in The Last Jedi? I didn't see that.
No, it was in it might have been. I thought it was in Empire Strikes Back, where you can really see her.
I thought it was in the original movie, actually.
We'll have to study this. This is important.
We'll have to.
information.
Also, Carrie Fisher's coke nail is a great name for a punk band. I'm just gonna say, like a sci-fi punk band.
I mean, yeah, I'll give that to you.
Actually, I'm going to require.
I will do a logo for Carrie Fisher's coke nail as a band.
Storm.
As a,
Going into Alabama Habsburg song list just to be safe.
I'm surprised it's not in there already.
Send it to me, Whacker, because I'm on my laptop at the studio, so that list isn't
More like a
working right
fab
now.
top.
Carrie Fisher had a 9-inch
Crispy is
nail.
just loaded for bear tonight. Jesus Christ.
I've had a day of just sitting at work bored. I'm in a mood.
Crispy.
I've been activated, man. I'm activated like the robots in iRobot.
He's
Like I
activated
get a
like
red light
charcoal.
blinking at you. Yeah, man. I'm gonna filter all your water.
Crispy, just make it your mission to go around and steal all the copper wiring from like the traffic signals and stuff like that.
Oh, we gotta draw Whacker as like
No.
Santa Claus with the big old
If I'm
sack
gonna
on his
make,
back.
yes, no, that will definitely do that next week. Whacker, if I'm gonna be going around doing anything, it's gonna be mounting reindeer on top of each other, which I don't really do because they're all fucking bolted into the ground. Number one, and number two, that's vandalism, and that's wrong.
Krispy.
Hmm.
What I'm hearing here is a lack of gumption and can-do attitude.
I like gumbo.
Krispy.
What?
Whacker, when I hear you say gumption, I just imagine you chewing on something with your rotten teeth falling
I
out.
just imagine Whacker was Forrest Gump and just sitting on a bench.
Are you
Talking
stupid? Yeah, man.
All right.
He sits down next to the girl.
This would take an insane amount of work, but I would love to rotoscope Whacker into Forrest Gump as Forrest Gump.
No, he sits next to the girl at the bus, and she says, "Are you stupid or something?" He just looks at her and smiles and says, "Yeah, man."
Yeah, he's pounding a fucking PBR sitting at the bus stop.
Man, shit! No. Come on, I'm classier than that. I do gangling.
Oh, okay. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Pedestrian IPA drinking piece of crap.
I drink Yingling, you son of a bitch.
You're not allowed to do that if you're also.
Whacker.
Oh, what the hell?
Whacker.
What?
Why?
He was killing Yinglings.
I just
Not the
pictured the fucking.
ganglings too.
I just pictured Anakin walking in with like a trucker hat onto the room, and all the younglings are like beer bottles. Like, Master Skywalker, there's many of them, and he just pulls out a fucking beer opener, bottle opener.
Andy's watching something. He turns away. He turns off the monitor. Turns away slowly. I can't bear to watch anymore.
Bizarro says
Yeah.
one of the local bands from his Parallaxes and Houses area is named Ted Bundy's Volkswagen.
Oh, that's fucking phenomenal. Oh, that's a great punk band name. Holy shit.
Jeffrey Dahmer's freezer.
Jeffrey Dahmer's cock jar.
Ew. Let's see.
I think we need to end the stream. Crispy's getting a little too creative.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna draw that. If you know, you know. If you don't, well, sorry.
Oh, Crispy. That's going on the list. What you just
Ramshackle, you're just describing the one mobile suit, which is fucking called the Slaughter Dagger, but it has Gatling guns in the feetsies, and they're used to commit war crimes.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah, I was going for Gundam Wing again recently, and
Oh boy.
there was something I'd forgotten in Gundam Wing, and bearing in mind it was my first Gundam, so like while it has its weaknesses,
No, I'm in the same boat as you, so I get
How
it.
crazy the female lead was?
well, that too, but no, it was just that moment of reminder of Wing Zero was something that was so horrific that the 5 scientists who designed it said, you know what? No, we're not building this. We're stopping ourselves, and we are never letting this see the light of day.
This is why I prefer the tall geese.
And it's why Catra fucking builds it.
Oh, that's right. He builds it. First of all, how the fuck does he build that?
Well, yeah, and so then like there's the second part of that, which is like talk about a complete 180 of, you know, you're the, for Whacker's context, this is like if you know, like let's say that all the members of the BPL, you know, were together and we were deciding to start a war with somebody, and you were picking who you
So the meetup.
Yeah, you were picking who you expected to create a super weapon and then use that super weapon like a psychopath.
Yeah.
I get the distinct feeling Red Fog was not on the list of people who you expected to be the actual killing machine.
I mean, that little shit is way too smart for his own good, so, I mean, I could see stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's Catra. Also, I was like,
I just like the idea of boat bombers duo for some reason.
I was 15 years old when I realized, much to my anger, that their names were all numbers.
Oh my god.
Hero, Duo, Trace, Catra, Troa, Wufe, Zex, Noin,
I'm so mad right now.
Un, You didn't realize it, did you? I just reviewed
No, I
it to
didn't!
you.
I'm mad now!
I mean, at least it's not as bad as Dragon Ball naming.
Well, okay, no, Dragon Ball's a special case of just dumb shit.
My daughter's
yeah,
name
but
is
to be
Brawl.
fair to be fair to Dragon Ball, that is what those characters are called in Journey to the West. Like, the names of the characters were Monkey, Piggy, etc.
Vegeta.
Okay, that Dragon Ball Z is where it gets even sillier, so yes.
Shut up, Crispy.
I will give you that.
Kakarot.
Also, I'm drawing Gundam Wing.
Basara says, in the early 2000s, an anime con I worked at gave an award to a Zex Marquis cosplayer for being the first male cosplaying a male wing character.
Oh, God!
Uh,
That's
There
a
are a lot of
surprise?
pretty boys in Gundam Wing, I get it.
yeah, I can see that.
garlic.
Gundam Wing was definitely like softcore yaoi, I feel like.
Did you know that all the did you know that most of the male characters in Wing are actually castratis?
They're what?
Andy, how do you know this?
Do I
I
want to know
don't.
what that means? Do I really want to know what that means?
Castrati was a practice carried out in Italy in the 15th and 16th century, where if you had somebody who you wanted to keep as a boy tenor and acquire, you castrated.
I was
them.
afraid that was where it was going.
So it was.
I know it's bullshit because I made it up.
The last male castrati died in, I think the late 1800s,
Whacker's arms.
actually.
Also, you know what's the most infuriating thing about
Andrew!
Gundam Wing? The most infuriating thing about Gundam Wing is like it has the plot that it does and the characters that it does, but at the same time it has some of the best fucking mobile suit designs in all of Gundam.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even talking about the Tallgeese specifically, because yes, that is my crush, and I'm sure Haley is artistically typing in chat right now about how I love the Tallgeese. Yes, I have one on my desk.
Basara brings up JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which has probably some of my favorite character names, such as Dio and Ario Speedwagon.
All right, I would love to see Whacker's Gundam series, which I just think would just be like Megas XLR, but way more fucked up.
So, Whacker's Gundam series. I was gonna say it wouldn't be Gundam because Whacker hates like flashy run around mechs. He likes big stompy mechs that are slow and lumbering. But then I was gonna say, but Whacker doesn't get anything he wants, so Whacker's Gundam would still be all running around and pirouetting.
You're not wrong.
Gundam would. Whacker would
Actually,
probably
I-
like
I-
G, not G. MS 800.
The two
The
that I
8th
think
MS
Whacker would
team,
like
yeah.
are 08th MS Team and Iron Blooded Workmen.
Actually, I wonder, Whacker, I bet you'd like Phantom Brigade. I've been enjoying that game.
Storm, look at what guy on Broadway said in chat.
Whacker's Gundam series. Gundman shit. Okay, Crispy, after you're done with that, you have something to draw.
I don't know if I have time, dude.
Okay, that's fair. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the restroom.
I will definitely draw that. I just don't know if I have time for the stream, unfortunately.
God damn it!
I always hate how I get my best ideas at the end of the stream.
I
If I'm
gotta
honest,
get my hands on them Minovsky particles and stick them up my
Yeah,
nose.
It's so
If
bad.
I'm honest, part of the reason I
actually
did-
think that too. That the worst shit that you're gonna draw
Yeah.
happens.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I started stream today. I was talking about beforehand, where it's like I don't really know what I want to draw today, just because I've just been kind of feeling, a little bit just drained lately, just because of the weather and everything. So I just decided, you know what? Why not? I'll just duel stuff, and it's ended up being like the thing that I kind of need because it just gives me a chance to just stream of consciousness stuff.
Yeah,
And that's how I've gotten to this point where I'm drawing Gundam.
that's the scariest part, Crispy, when you just do.
Oh no! You
See,
need to put a boomerang on his his forehead.
Oh Oh man, I could definitely see that, but I also just like the idea of them just taping a fucking TV antenna. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just holding a laser pointer.
So I know how to like trigger, fanboy, actually ism is like, what the hell is like powering the beam saber in Gundam? Like,
God,
is it rocket fuel?
I don't even know
or...
if they go into necessary. My guess, just pulling this completely out of my ass, is that it's charged up from the reactor of the Gundam with Minovsky particles.
I always thought that too. Like that, and the jet propulsion was like energy being shot out through the nuclear reactor. And I don't know
like
how
a plasma
nuclear
jet,
reactors
yeah.
work, so that explains.
Well, I know at least in Gundam 00, they mention the flag suits in that, which are one of the ones that can transform into like a fighter. It has plasma jets, so I could definitely see that at least, where it's got like
Conversation
plasma.
is making me dumber by the second.
I know
Why is it
I know
making
there's
you
a
dumber?
mobile suit that has like giant like fuel cells on the back, like not fuel cells, but like I don't know, just giant cylinders that look like they should hold like fuel.
I mean, there's a few like that. There's Sinanju is one. It's got the propellant tanks. There's the Suzabi. There's a number of suits that have the propellant tanks. So maybe that's like I don't. I'm gonna go with who the gives a fuck. It's giant robots fighting each other. That's
Giant
cool.
robots beating the shit out of each other.
Exactly. That's the whole thing with my Legends of Slam setting. I'm making it just ridiculous because who gives a shit about the logic? It's giant robots fighting each other. It's cool as shit. Have fun with it. Make a robot that has a giant chain axe and can just decapitate other mechs with it.
God damn, Krispy is loaded for bear tonight.
I'm in a mood, I guess. It's just, I've just been thinking as of late, just because it's like, I've gotten to the point where I'm like, you know what? I don't really give a shit about what they're doing with things that I like when I was younger, just because it's like, those aren't for me. I like what I like about the series, and I'd rather just focus on the things that I enjoy and just make something fun with them rather than worry about, what X company is doing with Y thing,
Yeah,
Because all that does is just make people miserable and just be like, oh yeah, everything's bullshit. And it's just like, no, there's plenty of good stuff out there. Half of the stuff that's out there has come from people being like,
Krispy.
screw that thing, I'm gonna make my own thing.
Crispy, it's not like you ever get into this state where you just start mental doom scrolling and it puts you in a mood. You've never done anything like that.
No, definitely not. It's not
You've
like
never
this is me
done
just coming at it from a
anything like
spiteful
that.
way of fuck you, won't do what you tell me. Because I've also been listening to some Rage Against the Machine this week. Because Rage Against the Machine is timeless.
Crispy, I think that explains a lot. Kind of like our last conversation, where what's going on inside your head is just like a nonstop stream of Rage Against the Machine sounds.
Yeah, you put a fucking stethoscope next to my ear and it's just playing down rodeo.
in your head, in your head.
It's actually, if I'm going to be really honest to who I was when I was younger, it would probably be more Audio Slave than Rage Against the Machine. But that's basically kind of the same thing. It just says Chris Cornell's the singer, which Chris Cornell is one of my favorite singers, so that's fine.
Crispy, when you were making all those bullshit Avril Lavigne lyric inserts, I was screaming at the screen.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad to hear that, Wacker. It tickles me.
Please don't tickle Crispy. We don't want him getting excited.
No, because then I get handsy. No, no. I just get deer in the headlights.
I'm the handsy one here, and you fucking know.
Yes, you fucking are. The amount of chicken that we played. No, I'm only slightly kidding.
Did you play Gay Chicken?
A little bit.
Cool. Storm always wins that one.
He definitely does.
Do you know why I win at Chicken, Crispy?
You don't blink?
Because you're a turkey.
Yeah, no, I am a turkey.
Fucking shots fired.
Jive ass turkey. No.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Storm, you can't just call people jive like that.
This was my costume for my 5th grade Halloween contest. I got worsted show.
You joke, but I do have a cardboard robot costume somewhere.
Vulcan
at my parents' place.
Vulcan confirms that Crispy's thoughts are just Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, no, we've hung out enough. He knows.
I'm not going to repeat the lyrics here, but if any of you get the chance, look up Richard Cheese's version of Rancid Amputation by Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a
Cannibal
Cannibal
Corpse
Corpse
has
song.
some of the absolute best song naming conventions I've ever seen in my
Oh,
life.
really?
Yeah.
I never would have guessed.
Things that we're not going to repeat here on stream
Yeah.
at all.
Also, slight side note to song covers. I cannot fucking believe that I never knew that the Cramps did a cover of Butcher Pete, but I found that out last week, and it's incredible.
It's that Butcher Pete.
Yeah, no,
Backin'
that
and
Butcher
smack.
Pete song. Yeah, no, like look up the Cramps Butcher Pete. It's such a good cover. Honestly, the Cramps are a fantastic band. I definitely recommend people check them out if you like punk
If you
and
don't want to
rockabilly.
spend too long searching, just search for Pachelbel's Canon and G, and you'll eventually find it.
What, the Cramps?
It's a punk song, yeah.
No, we're not doing this again. We're not fucking doing this again, you bastard.
Yeah,
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
Whacker, I don't know if I can jump through a Discord call and strangle someone, but I'm willing to find out.
You can fucking give it a shot, Cupcake.
I'll crawl through your fucking monitor in my
You're not gonna
purple
like
leopard
it.
pants.
Hey.
Boo. Whacker has studied jujitsu. Whacker has studied the Shaolin arts. Whacker is a master of Tai Chi and Jeet Kune Do. Whacker
I don't-
knows them all.
I don't believe
Whacker
any of
is
what
going to
you've just
slap you in
said.
the pee-pee, and you will forever have an erection of deep discomfort.
Erection of Discomfort also sounds like a punk band name.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
no.
Actually, that's more of like death metal, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just gonna say that I know I'm getting Whacker mad because of his opinions on.
Storm. Storm.
Could be worse.
If
We could be stuck in the audience.
Storm.
if Whacker was a cupcake, what flavor icing would he be?
Rhubarb.
Cyanide.
Fuck all y'all.
Okay, you know what? No. Black licorice pierogi.
Ooh, licorice.
Ugh.
Uh,
Licorice pierogi sounds awful.
Storm.
Rust flavored ice cream is like. No, okay. So if I'm going to be perfectly honest and like kind-hearted about this, Whacker would have a very wonderful flavor of cupcake, butterscotch, because it's the only candy his broken teeth can handle.
I thought you were going to say that's
It
the old
is-
person flavor.
It is I was gonna say it is the candy of the elderly, so it fits.
Although that said, I fucking love butterscotch.
Oh no, I'll fuck with butterscotch.
We need to draw a picture of Whacker in front of a candy cane house, being like, "Okay, kids, come on, have as much as you want."
Andrew.
What do you mean you don't know how to sit on a shovel? I'll teach you how to sit on a shovel.
You say shit on a shovel? Because I
Yes,
definitely
I
can know how
did.
to. Shit on a shovel is definitely something I can.
That actually sounds like a good punk name band. Or
It definitely sounds like a good punk song name, you
Yeah.
know.
1, 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da. Shit on a
Like-
shovel. Da 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 da.
Like Holiday in Cambodia.
Yeah.
I love the Dead Kennedys.
Crispy, we know you like Pachelbel's Canon and G and all its
I
different.
swear to fucking God, I'm gonna Pachelbel's cannonball through your screen.
Funk music's just a joke. It's
Crispy?
really just Baroque.
Crispy, you know where I live. You can show the fuck up and take.
I don't want to drive that far. I don't want to drive that
You
far for like a day to
fucking-
settle a vendetta. Like
If-
I need a
if I
week.
knew
I
you
need a
were coming,
weekend.
I would get Halion to get his ass up here, and after I'm done folding you into a fucking pretzel, we'll throw your carcass. in
Well,
the back.
fine. I'll come down for Groundhog Day. We can all just hang out.
Yeah, man.
Paying these splayed hand eggplant.
We'll
I
get
kinda
hammered,
hope-
and we'll get hammered instead of gopher down the river on a barge.
Hey Digi, you've
Okay.
walked in on another one of our domestic disputes.
Great.
I hate how accurate of a statement that is.
Yeah, it's DV hour here.
One song.
Yeah, Andy.
if Crispy and Whacker were like hanging out on Groundhog Day and they started waking up and it was the same day every day, what would be like the moral lesson they would have to learn
Andy,
to break
why
the
would you
curse?
wish that fresh
I
hell
feel like
upon
the
us?
moral lesson would be something like don't do DMT.
I okay. I'm gonna call it, Crispy. That's the best answer right there. Storm just did it.
Is that what our Freaky Friday is? We just do DMT and think we're each other?
I mean, if I mean, I feel like we have to drag Haley on into this, and
He's our baby. He's our trip sitter.
no, he's doing it with us, man.
No, no,
Yes,
we
yes,
can't do that to Haley.
yes, he does. Yes, come on, man. He's fucking cool like that.
That's fair, but still,
Also,
Helion
he still looks
is a
like
cool
Quip
dude
Baker.
who doesn't afraid of anything.
he doesn't. He was a great DM in our Star Wars game. Even if he did do half of the things there to fuck with me, which they worked.
Yeah, Crispy.
I was just re-listening to the episode today where I was dealing with the Imperial Moth, and I'll tell you what, I was really ready to pull out that fork.
Crispy, I'm surprised you haven't fully realized or accepted now that the reason you exist in our games is because we like to push your buttons. And
Oh no, I'm fully aware of that, considering how
Yeah.
our fucking Star Wars game went.
yeah, but
Just letting you know, I have to head out here because I have.
Oh, that's
work
fine.
that
We're
is
we're
breaking
we're
out
getting
still.
close to the end as it is,
And it
so
was
I'm
great
just
to
kind
see
of.
y'all chat. Love y'all.
okay,
Bye.
bye, Thorm.
Loser.
Oh my god, Andy, you can't just call
Andrew.
people that.
Love you, Storm. Well, come on, don't
Yeah,
leave
no,
me hanging. Come on, guys, say something.
Saw this one time at band camp.
Crispy.
What?
I remember when I was in baseball, I saw the Haley Bob comic, like
Isn't
The
that
one
the
that
one
triggered-
that Heaven's Gate was all?
yeah. There was a bunch of people saying that there was like a UFO behind it, and that it was going to suck up their souls.
You want to know where that started? Was Coast to Coast AM, which makes so much sense when you
I
realize
would.
what Coast
You
to
know
Coast
what? We
AM.
really need to watch that. Just listen to that every once in a
Okay.
Oh
okay,
my
here-
god!
Here's a morbid fact. Do you know who one of the Hale Bop, I'll call them victims, was?
I do. It was the brother of Lieutenant Uhura from Star Trek.
Yep. It was Nichelle Nicole's brother.
Yep.
We have fun here, people.
And what did they all have to wear something like Air Jordans or something like that?
No, it was Nike Decades, and you know why? Because they got a bulk deal. And then they discontinued them soon after, which probably was not helped by the Saturday Night Live sketch.
Crispy, we are going to make you the official accoutrement selector of our death cult that we're all a part of.
I don't understand it. All these people, they died with Furbies in their arms.
Okay, never mind. I'm canceling that. Crispy, what
Actually,
are you doing?
What?
Crispy!
Whacker, don't you
Crispy.
want some nostalgia for
Crispy.
old time's sake?
I swear to fucking God.
You know, I feel like drawing something all of a sudden.
Drive up
Hey, Whacker,
On my
we
own.
you know what one of our cult
I'm-
accoutrements would be?
I
It would be the
know
Furby
what it
beanie. What?
Crispy.
What?
Crispy. Can you send your wife? Can you send your wife somewhere? Because I don't think she needs to witness what's going to happen. When
Are you gonna beat my ass?
it's gonna be worse than that, Crispy.
Oh
I'm gonna duct tape you to a chair. I'm gonna put those little things in your eyeballs to keep your eyes open, just like they did in Clockwork Orange. And I'm gonna have you watch nothing but tutorials on how to like skibidi speak and stuff like that.
Whacker, I didn't know you liked to fuck on the first date.
I fuck hard, motherfucker.
Honestly, it's been a while since I've drawn a Furby on stream, so
Crispy.
congratulations, Whacker. You inspired me.
Andrew. Andrew.
Don't look at me. I'm antagonizing him.
I know. It's
No, you're more inspiring than antagonizing. Antagonizing implies I'm drawing this out of spite, which maybe I partially am in Wacker's case, but
despite all his rage, he's still just a Furby in the microwave.
okay, there's a T-shirt I need to fucking make.
Yeah, man.
I do have a T-shirt that is the Nicolas Cage, not the
Crispy.
Bees face, and then it says,
Crispy.
"Despite all my rage, I am still just a Nick in a cage." What?
Crispy, I swear to God.
What?
I mean, all jokes aside, I mean this genuinely and seriously. At least half of the shit that you draw is worthy of like going on a T-shirt with some appropriate level of.
Oh no, I totally take that as a compliment, and I do need to do that honestly. Like especially like
Yes!
the one I was thinking of today was the Tex Eggman that I did a while ago. That I would love to turn that into a sticker or a T-shirt. Maybe I can get that included in a Tex Tux battle tech sometime. That'd be kind of funny. Dude, the things that I would do with a budget and an animation team, I'm just gonna say.
Crispy, if I hit the lottery big, like big, like the one that whatever the fuck it's at right now,
The Powerball.
I may or may not be providing you and Andrew with a substantial cash injection for the.
I would thank you very much for your patronage. And my cats would as well, because we definitely get them like a yurt or something.
Long putters.
Long putters, yes. Actually, do I have a picture of putting them I can post in chat?
No, the best the one you've got is the one of you holding up like it's like the long putters picture, but we gotta like Photoshop you and everything else out of the picture, so it's just putters. And then
Yeah.
long putters can go on various adventures and shit like that.
Hold on.
And despite whatever you say,
I do not have a picture of pudding on my computer at the moment that I can post, unfortunately.
well, it has to be long putters though. The only two long putters instances I'm aware of are the one where your lovely
I
wife-
do have this picture of my sister's cat, my sister's late cat, Scary Man. That is definitely warped, but it's pretty great.
He looks like a fucking orc, dude.
I know, he looks like an orb. No, he was a great kitty. Poor guy. He passed recently, but he was a good boy.
Your sister named him Scary Man.
I think that was his adopted name, but yeah. Oh God, what is this ping? Oh, okay. I'm being shamed for not watching the holiday special in Ox Canon, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because for some reason I'm being shamed for wanting to not watch awful shit. Which, to be fair, it is the first canonical appearance of Boba Fett. Or actually, I don't even want to say canonical because that just feels like that just makes me want to gag in my mouth. But you know, out of all the things you guys could be upset at me for, the holiday special is not what
We're
I
not
expected.
actually upset. We're just pulling your
I
shit.
think Whacker
dude.
is generally upset.
I am genuinely
Whacker's
upset.
always upset.
Well, yes, but
Well,
still.
but I have a specific reason this time.
What reason is that, Whacker?
He's upset that he suffered through something that you had.
You're the other one who is claiming to be like one of the most hardcore Star Wars fans in our kind of.
I don't know if I necessarily claim that. I
Yes,
just like
you
Star
do, you
Wars.
piece of shit.
I'm not at.
And you
Yes,
have
Whacker.
never
I'm out there
seen
nailing my
the holiday
95 thesis
special.
of how the sequel should be to George
Crispy,
Lucas's production
you are the
trailer.
official force field taste tester of our group.
I am going to force you into a field of mines.
Yeah, but then I'll just go everywhere.
Much like the Force, you'll become one with the Force. The Force being the force of thermodynamics.
Crispy. I, I'm just, I'm flabbergasted that you have not actually seen.
I'm honestly surprised. Like, out of all the things in Star Wars where you're going to claim I'm a poser, like Star Wars: The Holiday Special,
That's like primary. That's like the number one.
I would say if you didn't see like
if
you didn't see like the Genndy Tartakovsky like Clone Wars series, that you would be a poser. But
I mean,
oh no, we are not talking shit on Genndy Tartakovsky in this stream. Like as an artist, as an artist, Genndy Tartakovsky, we're not talking shit on because he's. I know what you want to say.
Then I get to use the phrase.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Yes. Also, the picture is slightly tilted, Crispy.
I know, it's doing the Slipknot thing.
Crispy.
Yes.
I drew a thing.
No.
Oh, goody. Send it to me, Andy. I will definitely post it.
No, Andrew. See, no, even
also Vulcan, I will come down there and I don't know. I'll buy you lunch again. That's what we did last time we hung out. We
I gotta
got
remember
lunch.
how to message people. There we go.
I think you push some buttons and things happen.
Hey, Crispy, do you know the story of
Darth Plagueis the Wise? It's not a story the Jedi would tell you.
No,
Andrew.
Oh yeah, Metamorphosis.
Isn't that Kafka?
Yeah.
I know vague. I don't. Isn't that the inspiration for The Fly? Or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very Kafka-esque that you've shared with us here.
Andrew.
Yeah.
Andrew.
Yeah, look at that Kafka.
Andrew.
It's our Kafka. We can cry if we want to.
You know what that looks like? You know what that reminds me of? Did you guys play Vampire Bloodlines?
No, but I'm at least familiar with Vampire.
Do you remember? Okay, so the little Samitsi, the little, like, some of their ghouls, it was like this really distorted, hideous head, and it just ran around on two arms, and that was all that was left of the body.
Oh, God.
Andrew.
Is it not the culmination of all of your fears?
The monument to all your sins.
Cookie, I will have you know, madam, that I am stone cold sober right now.
In a white room with black curtains lies a
In a station.
Why do I have to be the fucking adult in the room here?
Why do birds suddenly appear, Whacker?
Why's an elephant?
YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Crispy.
In the Navy.
You can sail the 7 seas in the Navy.
Also, Whacker, claiming that you're the adult in a room is presumptuous at best.
Yeah, age before beauty or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that's why I'm...
We got the beer from him, officer.
He's old enough.
Point at Whacker.
Oh my god, it's like the scene from Super Troopers.
And the song that's playing in the background is that beady body bee boom.
Fucking Shaggy. Yeah, Mr. Bombastic, fantastic.
Andy, or fucking Crispy, what kind of... That was one of the best voices I've ever heard you make.
It's pretty good, isn't it? It like, once you know how to do the Shaggy voice, like, you gotta, like, lump your throat. You gotta lump your throat like this. Now.
That's actually a really, really good impersonation. No joke. That's really
Ah,
good.
shit, I'm Meat Rod now.
I used to do that voice a lot. Like, me, Rod, baby. How you doing, baby?
Meat Rod got the manners.
It's right up there with my recent favorite, the Puppet Pal Crispy voice.
Oh, yeah, Puppet Pal. Puppet Pal Crispy.
We were talking about like he. Crispy said his favorite part was how scared he was when I threw the glass on the ground.
Yeah, you fucking terrified me because I wasn't expecting that the slightest bit, and then you're
I
just...
I would have paid real money
I know you would have,
to
Whacker.
for somebody to have recorded that, and because I'm pretty sure I can picture the look on.
We did record it.
No, I mean video.
Oh. Look, I just want you to know, I gave heads up. I said, can I do something like...
No, I know, Andy. I probably would have died laughing if I was there.
Andy, you
Also-
misunderestimate
Underestimate.
Yeah, I'm pulling a George Bush. You underestimate my my lack of attention sometimes.
Crispy, it's basically 6:30. Can we?
Well, hold on. Let me finish drawing Meatwad.
No. Can
Don't draw Meat Wad Furby. No one asked for that.
I wasn't gonna draw him as a Furby, but if you want me to,
no.
Oh no, I totally didn't plan for that by saying that.
don't draw him with big
looks
feet.
at
That would be
Whacker,
awful.
Looks at Whacker, starts smiling.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yes, your friends are supposed to.
Those are really good eyes, actually. Those are kind of freaky looking.
My friends are just.
Thank you.
If you can remember how you did that freaky Big Bird picture and then like put those eyes on something like that.
Well, the whole thing about that was I turned off the line layer, so it
art.
just made it even more. Yeah, the line art. It made it just even more cursed, which is
Happy?
great. It's one of
I
those
can't-
happy
Yeah,
accidents. that happen.
yeah. Great. That's definitely the term we're looking for here.
I
Okay.
can't find Snuffy anymore. I've been looking all over Sesame
Have you
Street, but I
seen
can't
him?
find Snuffy. Ever since they
man.
gave me that new medication, I
Cat,
just can't
Send
find
fucking
Snuffy.
help. Send help, please.
Oh, God can't help you now, Whacker. All right, thank you everybody for joining us on our stream today. We're getting to the end here, but
I
we're
love
glad that we can have Whacker as a guest. Oh God,
that-
I
I
should know.
That is one of my favorite pictures you have ever drawn. Now,
I got no mouth, but I can't poo.
the one I have up now.
yes.
I love the Furby's picture that UNC just told me about. But anyway, I'm gonna have to do that next time.
No.
Because I like
you
that.
don't.
Yes,
No,
Whacker.
no,
Come join us for
No.
the exclusive Furby cast.
No.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We will see you all later. Have a good night. Goodbye.
No!